my channel where this is all about classic bodybuilding. Today I'll take you through the training of today push day with the chest. I started to like to do the incline chest press. However, our gym has not has the dumbbells certain weight, so I had to do the improvements, you know. So I increased the dumbbell from 50 to 55 kilos, so another 10 pounds on the sides. So it was 50, now it's 55. I'm intentionally holding dumbbells so I don't go in this motion. But if you start to touch your hands at the top of the movement, it will involve more triceps. So it's good if you go just like that. So fully stretch down, shoulders. This exercise targets upper chest. There is my weak point. And as you notice, I decreased the tempo of the repetition. So I go much slower than I used to go. In this way, I could increase time under tension, so the muscle is stimulated, not annihilated, but stimulated. And also because I'm over 50, so the load on my joints are less, so I cause less damage. Because you can go so far with your bone structure to get you like old car used. So also then don't stretch up, don't lock your elbows, because then all the weight is going on the joints, on the shoulder joint and the elbow joint. The next exercise, the second one, another press movement. It's chest press, hammer strength. Again, I like to sit a little bit higher, so my hands don't start from this position, but a little bit higher. But it's just my own preference, because then I can feel more contraction in my chest. So this is the way I found it out. So you just have to try different seat settings if you see how it goes. So here I'm 8 weeks out from the competition that will be on in September here in Northern Ireland, and I'm aiming to go for the masters category over 50 years old. So I will see how it goes. So yes, 8 weeks out, chest press hammer strength. I'm using the blocks under the handles, so I don't start beginning from the very stretched position. You know, injuries, no injuries. Also at the top of the movement, never locking the elbows out. A good exercise for overall chest development. And the third exercise, the last one for the push movement for the chest, will be some isolation. So I like to do the chest flies. Here is on the machine. So I go for the maximum stretch at the bottom of the movement and touching hands at the top. Because I'm using the machine, the tension is it's during whole time of the movement. It's great isolation exercise, and I would move and I would aim for 12 repetitions, 12 to 15 per set. Squeeze at the top of the movement. This is what I do. So squeezing, imagining and squeezing at the same time. It's never bad to have a big chest and big arms.
Success isn't just about what you do. It's about what you don't do. It's about what you refuse to allow into your life. The habits you say no to, the temptations you shut down. Sometimes a few small mistakes repeated consistently are more dangerous than any one big failure. High achievers don't just know what to do. They know what to avoid, what to say no to, what to eliminate, what to protect at all costs. The mistake that kills success is trying to please everyone. The moment you try to please everyone, you lose sight of what actually matters.
Finish the chest muscle, and I move straight to the shoulders. I did the shoulder press hammer strength upwards. So this exercise is a builder, overall builder for overall size of the delts. However, Mostly front delts are involved and triceps as a secondary muscle. What I'm trying to do is to find a sit position so my hand goes to this position, don't go lower, because here if it gets lower and lower it's more taxing on the shoulder joint, and I'm not 20 years old anymore, so I'm over 50, so I have to think, so I cannot use high weights. I just what I did is decrease the weight but increase the time under tension, so my repetitions are much more in slower tempo, slower tempo. And also the top movement never lock the elbows, because then again all the weight will crush, will be resting on your joints. From shoulder press, hammer strength. Now it's time for the bar delts. One of the exercises I started to use is face pulls. I set up the pulley intentionally higher than is my face, so I can bend backwards a little bit, because I'm using the higher weights here. However, aiming for 15 reps, because this is a small muscle group. I find out in my case works better for the smaller muscle groups to do more repetitions, not heavy weight. It will be good if when you use the rope, you go the maximum, as comfortable as you feel. You know, don't just go this way like that. For the full range of movement, so you can flex those back delts. Back delts are often neglected. I know they are used. Back delts are also used in deadlifts and like the secondary muscles, but the back delts, mostly when people have pains, it's mostly the imbalance between back and front delts. And if you develop very strong delts, your posture will change like forward. So like that. So always always trying to do the back delts as well. Slow control movements so the blood can rush there, bring nutrients, cause some damage. Even though now at this time of the prep, 8 weeks out, because I'm on the lower calories, I don't think I'm building any more muscle. So I'm just the main priority now is to keep as much muscle as possible and lose as much fat as possible, or lose as much fat. Get shredded. Okay, not as much as possible. Yeah, get shredded. So overall physique will flow. Here I'm 8 weeks out, but for the losing weight you have 7 weeks. The last week it's dedicated for the bag or front load, the manipulation, the last peak week. So then drop the fatigue and prepare body for the competition, so you look healthy. Yeah, the back delts, and then going straight to the side delts. Side delts, the lateral raises with the cable have advantage over the dumbbells, because they can keep your muscle is under the tension all the movement, all the time. It also would be beneficial if you set up the pulleys a little bit higher, not from the very bottom, a little bit higher, and pull it like that. So always trying also, I try this to lift the pinky a little bit up, but not to the point of discomfort. Okay, remember, no injuries here, no nothing. To be careful. So yeah, and holding the hand in front of the body a bit, trying not to swing body too much, even though I do a little bit. The form always should be perfect to not get injured. So the full range of motion, slow execution, focused, and doing about between 12 to 15 reps. Again, the small muscle groups, in my case, better, I can tax them better with high repetitions and lower weight. Unilateral movement, that it gives this lateral cable raises gives better isolation movement. your muscle is all the time under tension because we're using cable, so it's different gravity. Also, don't lift the hand above the parallel or above the horizontal. Don't go up here. Just go as like here. This is the maximum. I go a little bit higher, but not too much. To always, what I do, I just always keep I can always feel the side L. Yeah, and when doing the last reps, this burning sensation. So finishing lateral rises, this will be the last exercise for the shoulders. So we exercise front, back and side laterals. Now for the triceps. Bench overhead triceps extension would hit the long head of the triceps. Is the most bulky part of the triceps. This part, long head. I always set the incline bench press to about 45 degrees and standing up so my head is above the bench, and go as back with the hands as possible. I like to stretch the triceps, and I'm noticing when stretching triceps, since I started to stretch the triceps quite a lot, the pain would it's better now. This is something for a change. This is from the Arnold times. Arnold would do the similar exercises like old school. Again, not using high weights, 33 pound dumbbells, 50 kilos each hand. It's about the execution, and the reps are also, because triceps is also a small muscle group. I would now at this time of prep, I would use also elbow sleeves to save the joint a little bit, keep pressure on the joint. Yeah, it's a great exercise for the triceps, and doing more repetitions with slower tempo. From the bench overhead triceps extension on the bench, I move to do rope pushdowns. So this exercise will target the outer part of the triceps or the horseshoe, also middle part a bit. Yeah, my hand is bending this way, so don't go too low, as this will put an unnecessary just strain on, I think, on my tendons. Not much muscle but tendons, and going as much as possible because I have pains in my elbows, so I cannot. Well, I can stretch now, but when I push, like here I feel pain, so I cannot push with the full. I cannot threaten my hands fully. I have to work around injuries. Yeah, always trying to fix my elbows at the side of the body, and just forearms should be moving. Your elbows should be stationary. Well, in perfect world, of course. A little bit movement here and there is, I think, it's okay. As long as you don't get don't do that. It's okay. So finishing rope pushdowns, the last exercise on the menu for today was triceps overhead cable extension, and again it targets the long head of the triceps. Yeah, I do it with one hand at a time, and also pushing the hand as back as possible. According to some studies, this exercise is very effective, one of the best exercises for triceps. As you can see, the time under tension is constant. There is no, even when you pull up, it's still the triceps is still working. So here again, I would do the 12 reps. Is the last one, last exercise for the triceps. Every year on 12th of July, here in Northern Ireland, the people from community of the British community. Here are two communities. I'm a foreigner here, so this is what I found out. There are two communities: Irish community and British. So Irish community wants unification with Ireland, and British wants union with the Great Britain. So on this particular day, it's on 12th of July, they would burn the bonfires, and they would place, as you saw in the video, would place the Irish flag and Palestinian flag on the bonfire and burn it. It's sort of like a culture, I think. You know, I'm not from here, I live here, but I like those celebrations. People are happy, chippy, you know, they drink, they celebrate, they sing. Something similar have Irish community on a St. Patrick's Day in March, but they are not burning fires, but they drink. So everybody drinks here in Northern Ireland. So this what happened is the place where I live in Northern Ireland, in Glengormley. It was beautiful. I quite liked it, and I was welcomed, even though I'm a foreigner. So I don't know. I love it here. Northern Ireland is just perfect place to be. Fantastic.